All right, as so many people are pausing to reflect today, let's also not forget about Ashley Babbitt, who was shot by a Capitol police officer, and Benjamin Phillips, who died after suffering a stroke at the Capitol. And then there was Kevin Greason, who died from a heart attack, and Roseanne Boylan, who was trampled to death 1 year ago. Now, let's also reflect on the people charged with nonviolent offenses like parading. That's an actual criminal offense. They've been denied bail by the duplicitous DOJ. And the folks who are being held in conditions that sound like something from the Midnight Express, not from the United States. More than 700 Americans have been or are being prosecuted for protesting the 2020 election. Some of them, the violent offenders, of course, they deserve prison time. Most of the people, though, who showed up because they love this country. Each day their voices are silenced, censored, or persecuted. We move closer to an actual civil war. We, the people, have a God-given fundamental right and a constitutional right to protest our government peacefully and patriotically. That was the objective for most of these folks, but that clearly won't be tolerated by those interested in maintaining the status quo. Remember, they've already tried to impeach President Trump for all of this, and they failed.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
I mean, no matter how many times we say it, no matter how many times you hear the president say it, his lawyers say it, he said peacefully and patriotically. They didn't get him then, so now they're coming after you. Yes, it's true, there were plenty of people looking for love in all the wrong places inside the Capitol 1 year ago. Even blunt-smoking stoners were upset about the election outcome, apparently. Peaceful, perhaps. Patriotic, not so much. 100% illegal, let's be honest, though. It's not sedition. And if Democrats and self-righteous Republicans and the legacy media types continue to try and equate that stoner guy or the grandma who got lost and wandered inside the rotunda with Osama bin Laden, Timothy McVeigh, the Unabomber, or the Tsarnaev brothers, will never move forward as a nation. The Capitol breach is a bruise on our shared American history. What it's not is another 9/11, nor December 7th, 1941, and it's certainly not April 12th, 1861. Not even close. It's a breach, officially, according to the DOJ's own website. Go there and see for yourself. That is what they call it because they can't legally call it anything else. Just like you can't charge someone with murder unless an actual murder has occurred. Remember, there's not one existing charge of sedition or insurrection against a single January 6th defendant. So forgive the rest of America if we don't share Joe Biden's concerns. It's hard to care about this when you are waiting in line 2 hours to get a COVID test, or if your kid's school is closed down because the teachers' unions Biden needed to get elected decided they can't go to school today. It's too dangerous for them. Now, if you had to cut back on your Christmas because gas is $1 more now than it was a year ago, you might not care about this either. The next time this happens, though, you might. It will be more significant and more dangerous. That's if the voices of the Americans who are willing to show up and cry out loud for more transparency and integrity in our elections process, if those voices are silenced, this will happen again. And if we allow elected officials in Washington to federalize the franchise, the elections process, as the president and vice president are calling for, the idea of America will be that much closer to death.